welcome back to Plum Figgy. This is Tammy. Alright, so we're going to keep working on this Halloween folio junk journal, whatever you want to call it. I've done a little bit more in it. So here you can see I've got a card or journaling spot that I've decorated to go into this pocket. And then over here I have another little journaling card that I've decorated to go into the other one. I will be adding more elements to like that orange background area. I'm thinking maybe like a notepad or something. But there will be more added. And then, yeah, so I'm kind of, I guess, taking this in phases. I'm filling the pockets first, and then I'm going to come back and add more after that. So I guess I will make a disclaimer for this video. For those of you who don't like watching videos on fast forward, this one's going to be mostly on fast forward, so I guess maybe this one's not the video for you to watch. The next video definitely will not be the same way. I've just been so busy with work. Literally, I was working over my lunch hour to do this one, so I just... for the sake of time, I just decided to go ahead and do it this way this time. So, and then I also wanted to say too, I'm sorry that it's taken me about a week to get back to this journal and get a video out to you all. Over the last weekend, when I say I was obsessed with something, I was absolutely obsessed. So I had decided that I wanted to make my own planner for work for next year because I'm so picky about that. I don't know. And plus it just made it kind of seem like it would be fun to do my own or try making my own. So pretty much all of last weekend I spent all of my crafting time working on that and not this journal. So I just wanted to apologize for that. If you're curious about that planner, I'd be happy to put a video of it together and have it loaded when I get it done. I'll be working on it here and there over the next month or two. But yeah, so anyway, back to the Halloween journals. So here I'm just using some of that paper I said I didn't think I was going to use. I covered up those hideous stripes on the back with some craft packing paper. It's the thin kind, so it's not going to bulk it up too much, but it's really good for writing on. And then here, I don't mind the eyeballs. I think they're actually pretty cute, but I kind of wanted to create more journaling space here on the other side and just kind of have the eyeballs peeking through around the edges, I guess. So just going to find some more paper, and I'm using some tea-dyed paper, lined paper that I've got in my stash because in the junk journal, I'm primarily going to be using tea-stained paper, and so I wanted to make sure that the whole thing, the whole folio is cohesive and yeah, it just all works together. So, and then last night here I found at Michael's, I found two new stamp sets that I had to get. The first one there that you saw was messy cartoon drawing, very much in the same style. This one that you just saw, I'm probably not going to use the figures on it. I'll just use the sentiments. And then this is another one that I had shown previously that I thought I would try and use pieces from here and there. The trick or treat I did use already on that first envelope. And then the mason jar one from Fisker's, I thought maybe I could, if I needed to fill a spot, maybe I could use one of those jars and then put like a spooky label on it or something like that. So, because they're kind of like a messy drawn design as well. So just kind of was trying a few things. Oh, and then here you'll see that spider web paper. That's different too. That I went and tried to find a few different digital kits on Etsy, just for some more filler background papers. And so what I didn't use everything from each. I got, I think, two or three. I'm not sure how many, but I didn't use every paper from each digital kit. I just kind of picked and chose. So I'll make sure to link whatever shops and digital kits that I use down in the description for you if you're curious. So, all right. So kind of just going through everything, trying to find something that kind of works, and then remembered that I had these fun stickers, and the boo with the exclamation point really stood out to me as what I could put into that cobweb paper. So made that decision, and then the little Frankenstein head worked perfectly up above. So go ahead and decided to go with that, and then now I'm just inking around the edges on all these little pieces of paper with the black ink, just to kind of help define them a little bit and add to the spookiness. And then glued that down, but as you can see there, the glue and I guess some black is coming through somehow. So now I'm trying to figure out what to do to fix that. I'm not sure. I mean, I guess that paper was a little bit more thin, so have to use a different kind of glue for that one. So went back to my tea-dyed papers and decided to use this graph paper instead. It's a bit thicker. And so I just measured again, and I'm just going to paste that right over the top of the lined paper. And if you didn't watch this video, you would probably never know that I did that. Except for I did forget to ink around the edges, which I realized after the fact, and then it bothered me. It's like, darn it. So, and then, yep, used up the last of my glue stick there. So, there we go. Problem solved. You would never know that I had an accident underneath there. And then just going to glue down this other bits and pieces. And then the Frankenstein head. He's so cute. They're just so cute. So I put him just a little bit off center there, just to kind of fill the space a little bit. Now, I guess I've had this set of thicker stickers for a bit of time, because, or maybe that's why they were at Tuesday morning, who knows, but it was kind of hard to get them off of the paper. I don't know if you can see on the paper there, some of the paper was coming up when I was trying to pull these off, so I'm not as used to working with these types of things, so I guess I'm kind of learning as I go here too. So, but I really love how it looks, and it just brings some really fun. It just brings a fun vibe to everything. So it kind of just ties everything together. So I guess my thinking for this journal, folio, whatever we want to call it, is kind of like, I guess if you're going trick-or-treating with your kids maybe, and you wanted to put some photos in there, and then kind of just talk about where you went or what happened, or just whatever. That's kind of where I'm thinking in my mind as far as this project goes. Of course, you don't have to use it for that. It would be a really great one to just journal wherever there's free space too. But I don't know if that kind of helps my viewers to kind of understand kind of where I'm coming from as far as how I'm putting projects together. Because I know that not everything is going to work for every application, I guess. So To me, this seemed more like kind of like a mini album in a way, but yeah, a really good place to add photos. Or hey, maybe you want to put your pet photos that are every year. If you dress up your pets or anything for Halloween and you want to document that, how cute would that be? That'd be really cute too. Maybe I should do that. So anyway, on the back side here, I noticed that the craft paper had a little bit of a rip there at the bottom, and some of the stripes were showing through, which I did not want that to happen. So I'm creatively covering it up. So just had some polka dot black washi and put that over the tear. And then that little orange tag has some black jack-o'-lanterns on the bottom. And then I'm trying to remember what that sentiment says. Here, we'll see it now. It says little pumpkin, and then I added a candy corn. So there we go. There's that tag. Journaling card, whatever you want to call it. I will come back through and add tabs to all of these so that it's easier to know that they're actually in there and to pull them out. But I'll do all that at the end when everything else is finished. So now I'm moving on to the other side and wanted to keep this one a bit more simple. So really just found another piece of lined tea stain paper, and just gonna size that and rip it so that it's gonna fit well on the page. And I wanted to apologize for my grubby mat there. I totally forgot to remove that before I started filming. Like I said, I did this over my lunch hour, and I was kind of like, let me see how far I can get. So bring you along for this little bit, and then the next video I'll talk as I go. So I'll have more time over the weekend to do that. So breaking in a new glue stick here, which is always kind of fun. Kind of goes everywhere, but just gonna glue this down. Proud of myself. I got that pretty well centered without really trying too hard. And then just trying to use some of these stickers as much as I can. So just added a little ghost in the bottom corner and then a bat up at the top. And then for that one, I think I'm pretty much going to leave it there, and I'll come back and add a tab to it later. So when I was moving that page around the last few times, the envelope there kept kind of flapping around all over the place. So I'm looking for a way to keep the envelope closed. So I'm just kind of going through the little pieces of ephemera, and I really like this candy corn, but it's not quite sturdy enough, so I'm just now trying to think about what can I add to the back of it to help make it more sturdy, and just going through my little scrap papers here and find something. So just going to glue that down now, and I'll cut around it so you won't even really know that that scrap paper is even there. Fussy cutting around that, and then I'm going to ink the edges with my black ink again. You can't really see that I even did that, but I did. And then just gonna use one of these brads, and I'm very proud of myself for not spilling all of them everywhere when I open that up, but just gonna use one of those brads so that then now you can swivel the little candy corn to get it out of the way. And then, of course, add some washi to the back side so that the brad doesn't be in the way for taking things in and out of that pocket there. So this washi must be old because it was super fidgety and like ripping in weird ways. So All right, so here I think I'm done and I'm testing it out, and then I realized it was too close to the envelope, so no matter how I turned it, you still couldn't get the envelope open. So I undid what I just did, and I'm just going to move it back a little bit, and now there's better clearance. And the other hole is still covered up. So, yay, win-win. All right. And now I'm struggling with the washi again. It's really cute washi, though. I like the black with the white polka dot. I guess maybe polka dot is a secondary theme in this journal. There's quite a few polka dots. All right, so that works a whole lot better. Now I'm going to focus on the front of this envelope and just kind of looking to see what things might kind of strike my fancy. There was the top of the tree on that right side page is at the very bottom right of this purple spot that I'm trying to cover up there. So I'm just kind of looking for things that might kind of work in that little corner. And I really like this stack of pumpkins. But, yeah, that was too much. Too busy. Cute, but too busy. So, but I thought it needed some kind of background. So I went back to these sticker tag things. And this sticker actually has a spider web design on it. Really cool, actually. And so I decided to do that. And then now I'm just inking around all those edges. And not sure on the stickiness of the sticker, so adding some glue here. And carefully lining it up, but then I ended up smudging glue at the top there, which kind of irritated me, and it shows. So now I'm going to have to cover that up, but I like having the jack-o'-lanterns kind of off to the side there so you can kind of see some of that cobweb. And now I'm thinking about the right-hand side of the page, but now going back to what we were just working on. So, multitasking. So, just found a little sticker there to cover up my boo-boo. And then I made another boo-boo. More glue. I used too much glue, you guys. So I'm calling that done. I'm not going to mess with it anymore. And now I'm going to glue down the jack-o'-lanterns. So how cute is that? That's so cute. And then I figure if you had a little picture or something, you could easily paste that to the left or just use that for some more journaling space or whatever you'd want to do, actually. Leave it blank. That'd be good too. But yeah, there's a lot of places to add your own touch in this one for sure. Okay, so yep, I liked the idea of doing trick or treat on the right side there because it kind of looks like, that scary house at the end of the street that everybody always has something to say about at Halloween time, right? So, thought that was kind of a cute little idea to add to this page. So, very carefully trying to figure out how to stick this down without messing it up. I did pretty well, I think. I need more practice with these things for sure. And these, oh my goodness. And I got way too much glue on there. So in the end, though, it turned out well. So I was able to get it there without any problems. So yeah, just this art glitter glue, I swear, I am going to be buying more of that. Or there's another brand, it's like Barely something or other. It's a bear logo. And they say it's the same, or if not the same, very close to the same as art glitter glue. So I thought I would try that too and see how I like them, to just kind of compare them. I'll go ahead and I'll link to Amazon the other glue. I'll link to both of them. I'll find both of them on Amazon and link down in the description if you're curious and you haven't heard of the other type. like I say, I haven't tried it, so I'm not endorsing it per se. I just thought it would be an interesting one to try when this art glitter glue runs out. So, hey, look at that. It's trick or treat. It's all lined up well, and we're going to hope that it fits on the page well. So I'm just ripping around the outside edges because that's kind of the look that I've been going for. And then after I do that, I'm going to ink around the edges again. And it kind of gives it a messy border of black, which is kind of cool. I like that. Okay, so it fits, but barely, and I'm just checking that you can open and close it okay, and it was fine, so decided to go ahead and ink around that, and then I'll paste that down. There, that looks so much better now. I like that a lot, actually. I need to be using more things like this. It's good to get your creative juices going, I guess, with challenging yourself on different styles and stuff. Like, I guess I have a style, but I love using different types of papers and doing, like, this is very different from the other two Halloween journals that I've done this year already. But I actually am. This was intimidating. I'm not going to lie. This was intimidating to me. But now that I've been working in it more and through some of my intimidation, I'm really liking how it's turning out. And I'm kind of excited about finishing it now this weekend. So, yeah. So, like I said, if you have stuff that you're just like, oh, I like it, but I don't know how to use it, just start using it. It's paper, guys. Like, it's just paper. It's just paper and glue. And if it doesn't turn out, then, well, I guess maybe you wasted a little bit of time, but did you have fun while you were doing it? I hope so. I guess that's kind of how I look at it. You know, I mean, in the end, I sometimes really kind of surprise myself with how things come together. And when I stop overthinking is when things are best. So anyway, back to the journal. This is philosophy with Tammy. So I just kind of felt like the bottom part needed a little bit more something, and so decided to do something similar as the other side of the page, where just kind of pasted some elements down and then give you guys, whoever ends up with this journal, some room to add their own personal touch. So decided to go ahead and, since I was going to glue this whole thing down, use that piece that I had a little snippet cut out of and cover that little hole with this cute little tag with the spider on it. And I don't remember exactly what it says, but I'll show you closer up here in just a minute when I'm all done. But yeah, just kind of looking for something else to kind of finish it off, and then I remembered that there were those candy corn stickers on that sheet, and so we've kind of got a little candy corn theme going on now too. So it says creepy crawlies is what that thing does. The little spider says. All right, so here's another quick look at what we just did, and go back and show you the other card again, a little bit slower. So great spots for journaling for sure in here. And then just another quick look at this other card, and then that's going to be it for me for today, guys. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.